Hey guys, welcome back. This is DC Buddy Games. We're back on Clash Royale. I wanted to show you guys some clutch attacks in Clash Royale. I was talking with some of my clan mates, and they came up with the idea that it would be nice if we showed some, clutch moments where you almost lost, but then you came back and you won. So I've had everybody send in their clutch moment, and we're gonna go through them. So we're gonna start off with top right here. He sent in one of the first ones, so we're gonna stop by and we're gonna check his out. He's in Arena 5, boosting himself up there. All right, as you see, they're both gonna let their elixirs kind of build up. And Amir tosses down barbs first on that left side. Top goes ahead and he places a Tulsa towards that left side, and then a Musketeer, Giant Skeleton, and Dragon followed on the left side, and now an Infernal Tower. Those are all things you can get as you increase in the arena, so try to do that and you'll be good to go. Oh, a minion army has been sent down now. They're going to be quickly taken out by that Tulsa. And there we go. And now he places out a Hog Rider. Again, these are Hog Riders you can obtain in Pekka's Playhouse. So if you get to that Arena 4, you can have a chance at getting some Hog Riders. Barbarians are sent out by Amir from that left side. And now some Spear Goblins take out those Barbarians, and a Tulsa as well by top. And he sends out a Musketeer. Those are really good. They have decent health, and if they're not killed right away, they can do some damage to a Crown Tower. Both of them are letting their elixir build back up again. Amir places another Giant Skeleton. I believe that's his second of the match. He places on the right side. Top places an Infernal Tower near that Tulsa. And Amir places a minion army again. And another Hog Rider is placed down. Both people place down a Hog Rider. But Amir places down some Spear Goblins, which take out Top's Hog Riders. Again, Top placing those minion armies down, taking out those troops. He's got a good defense thing going on here. Inferno Tower, Tulsa in the center, distract the troops from the other player, and then send out his own. Minion army and Giant Skeleton are coming again. Oh, he sends out a Wizard. Amir sends out a Wizard, take out that Hog Rider. Level 3 Wizard. First Wizard I've seen somebody use. It looks like Top's going to win this one. And, oh no, it's going into sudden death. He's using another Hog Rider. Here comes a Dragon and some minions. And he's a minion to try to take out that Dragon. Spear Goblins are going to try to take out that Hog Rider. And that Hog Rider just gets the Crown Tower. Good job, Top. Great game against Amir. That was a good one. Okay, let's scroll down. Okay. So we got These Nuts is playing Ben. Alright, so let's check this one out. And this is Arena 2, so we're dropping down in arenas right now. Both of them are going to let their elixirs build up. That Hog Rider in the end of the last one helped Top win that one. Okay, so These Nuts starting right off the bat before letting his elixir build by placing down a bomb tower. Ben is going to counter that with a quick goblin barrel of goblins. Now they're going to let him build up. And now he drops These Nuts drops a giant and some minions right behind him on the left side, going for that crown tower. And Ben places his goblin hut and drops some minions of his own. But it's not going to be enough, as These Nuts use the fireball on the crown tower and takes out most of the troops. But except the goblin hut, but it doesn't. The goblin hut's not enough to slow down the giant, so there's that. Ben drops down a balloon, which should be taken down relatively easy by These Nuts' troops. There's also a witch in play now. Witches, I feel, are really overpowered. They just send out a mass skeleton army if you don't kill them right away. Oh, and Ben sends out a barrel of goblins right at the king crown tower. And These Nuts, see, look at that. It's just overwhelming power from the witch. If you don't take her out right away, it's like, man, you like stand no chance. And that's gonna do it for. Oh no, wait, yep, that's gonna do it for Ben. These Nuts taking out Ben, losing no crown towers. Good job, These Nuts. Alright, now we're going to go see another one. We're going to see Joe Bro versus Miss Ellen. I hope I pronounced that right. Miss Ella? Miss Ella. Alright. So they're both going to let their elixirs build. Miss Ella's got that. Oh, Joe Bro starts off with a giant on the right side with a witch right behind. And Miss Ella puts down some spear goblins and regular goblins, and then the spear goblins hut try to take out that giant quick and maybe get rid of that witch. And they do, and they still got their giant on that left side, but they drop Joe Bro drops a mini P.E.K.K.A to try to take out that giant quickly. And now Miss Ella drops down Prince, try to take out that P.E.K.K.A, but minions are on their way and they take out the Prince. Still got that spear goblin hut going down the right side, but Joe Bro's got a skeleton cemetery. It's got a skeleton tombstone that's spawning some skeletons on that right side, and now it's gone. And now a giant is in play on the right side by Joe Bro. Miss Ella's going to respond by placing down a wall breaker, a bomber. But Joe Bro's going to come back with that, with his own witch. Is the bomber going to be able to take out the witch? The bomber does not take out the witch, but Miss Ella drops down a giant on the left side, along with her spear goblin hut that's still going. And Joe Bro drops a P.E.K.K.A down. That may get a crown, and it does. So they're one crown apiece. Joe Bro and Miss Ella have one crown. 2 spear goblin huts are in play, dropping down goblins like there's no tomorrow. Some more spear goblins, some more goblins behind that giant. But the giant gets taken out, so the goblins are easy pickings for the towers, even though they do some damage. They drop down a skeleton tombstone to try to distract the troops. And Joe Bro also drops down a giant on that left side to try to distract the prince, which was a good idea. But now they got goblins going after that witch that Joe Bro dropped down, and the prince is followed by some spear goblins, some regular goblins, and now a giant. So this may be it for Joe Bro. And it is. Good try, Joe Bro. Job well done, Miss Ella. And we're gonna move on to our next one. It's a good game, good game. It's just like once you get overwhelmed, you know, it's pretty hard to come back. So Warlock Kyle, one of the guys who suggested that we do this type of video, he sent in a video of him facing OptX, if you want. And they both start off with a goblin hut. However, Optex puts in some spear goblins right on top of that goblin hut, so they got an extra bunch of extra goblins on their way. None of them make it to the crown tower, however. But Warlock Kyle's goblins are taking out that left one very slowly. He's not doing anything about it. Will we see a barrel of goblins? And we do see a barrel of goblins. Where is it going? And it's going on the goblin hut instead of the crown tower, which I feel was a poor choice. Very minimal damage, almost no damage done to the crown tower on that left side by OptX's goblin barrel. Tried to take out that goblin hut. But he's doing some damage to that right side, and Warlock drops down another goblin hut, but on the right side this time to spam some goblins that way. OptX's goblin hut's almost out. We got some barbarians that were in play, and they took out a crown tower. That's one crown tower for OptX. And OptX refreshes his goblin hut by placing another one on the right side behind the crown tower. It's not a bad position for them. And a goblin barrel was tossed at the king crown tower, and that so both players still have goblin huts that are in play that are going after each other. He drops a Valkyrie to try to get his goblin in there so that his goblin can do some serious damage to that crown tower, maybe get rid of it once and for all. I think that was a waste of a fireball. Didn't hit anybody. Should have used that on the crown tower to done a lot more damage. Maybe got that crown going for him. He's going to drop a Prince, and OptX is going to drop another Goblin Barrel on the King Tower. They're really good, those Goblin Barrels. If you drop them on a Crown Tower and, you know, like, that Crown, then they're high level, because that Crown Tower's got to take a second while the other ones are hitting it, but right now the King Tower and the Crown Tower are hitting them, so they're not doing too much damage. As you can see, Warlock Kyle's got a lot more damage done to OptX's Crown Tower, but OptX got those minion spear goblins and that barrel of goblins coming after Warlock Kyle, and he can't do too much right now. Oh, and now OptX has dropped down some barbarians with some minions right behind him and some more goblins, giving him the advantage. And this may go into overtime. Here, another barrel of goblins has been thrown down. I think that barrel of goblins was in poor judgment. I would have thrown it just a little bit closer to the King Tower. He threw it right on top of his other goblins. That didn't do too much. Some minions been placed down. It's nice to have some more open area after you take out a Crown Tower, but you also have to be careful by placing your troops, you know, in that open space, because once you start getting spammed in that space, it's hard to push back and go on the offensive. But right now, as you see, the Prince is getting taken out. He's got barbarians, spear goblins, minions, skeletons on their way towards his Crown Tower right now. They're trying to push through. Another goblin barrel, better placed. It's a lot better placed, and they do some more damage to his Crown Tower. He does a lightning spell there, trying to get that Crown Tower down. If he just throws that fireball. And, oh, 1 health. That Crown Tower survived with 1 health. It was a good try. Good game by OptX and Warlock Kyle. Good game, both of them. Nice replay. 1 health that Crown Tower survived with. That's amazing. That's pretty cool. Alright, so now we're going to go with the Fingers versus Plopper de Plop. Plopper de Plop. That's a weird name, but okay. We're going with it. Alright, so let's see. Oh, they're in the Bone Arena. Right? Yeah, Bone Arena. And he places a cemetery down with some minions and spear goblins right off the bat. Fire spell. The fireball, I feel, was used a little bit too early. Should have waited for them to kind of group together. Would have done a lot more damage here. Oh, but Plopper places down a giant on that left side, and because of that, the Fingers drops a dragon on the right side, trying to go and, you know, place a little offensive on another Crown Tower on that right side. And Plopper does nothing to try to stop that dragon, so his crown tower takes a lot of damage. As you see, the P.E.K.K.A.s, the minions, and the witches are moving forward. And as a defensive measure, Plopper places down the skeleton cemetery and a goblin hut. And now he takes out a Valk to try to get down that witch. But another witch is in play instantly. She may be taken out, though, with no other troops behind her. Yep, and those spear goblins and that Valkyrie are coming. The tower's hitting the Valkyrie. Not worrying too much about the goblins. That's a better placed fireball spell. Now his crown tower is going to take a little bit less damage. Oh, but a giant is in play. A new skeleton cemetery is up. That goblin hut it's wearing down. What's the Finger's going to do? He's going to send a giant on the right side. He's trying to pound in down that right side since Plopper is not protecting it too much, but he drops down some spear goblins on that right side while the giant spear goblins and skeletons are going to try to push their way forward to his left side crown tower. And he drops some minions. The Fingers drop some minions to try to defend that left side crown tower. And Plopper actually does get some defense in on that right side. He manages to take out the giant. Throws in a Valkyrie in there. The dragon's going in on the left side. And he's going to drop a fireball spell on that right side. And now he's going to use a witch from behind the tower. Gives the witch more time to prep for those skeletons. They're going to try to take out that giant, but the Plopper's got a lot of offense coming in. He has a prince there, some spear goblins, minions, skeletons still trying to pound their way in to try to get to that crown tower. And the Fingers takes out a crown tower with a spell. Can Ploppers get to the crown tower and take it out? It looks like his giant's going to be able to hit it twice, and it does, and now they're tied one crown tower apiece. Spear goblins and skeletons making their way. There's just so many low-level troops that it's hard to take them out, having so little low-level costing troops in return. And he's going to have to try to use that fireball spell on, down there. But now he's got to wait for troops to regenerate, and that's the problem when you don't have enough low-costing troops and you have too many high-costing troops. It takes too long to build up elixir to try to defend yourself from those low-costing troops. You know, it's not bad, but you know, when you face somebody who's using some low-cost troops, it does tend to wear you out because you have to wait. You have to constantly keep waiting to build your troops up. But as you can see, Bomber Tower, Goblin Hut, and Skeleton Cemetery have been placed down by Plopper along with a giant on his way to the Crown Tower right now. That's a lot of troops building up. Another Goblin Hut placed down, another cemetery because the other one ran out. And as you can see, they're all piling up, and that's going to take its toll on the dragon and on his Crown Tower if he can't get rid of them. He does manage to get rid of one Goblin Hut. A prince is on his way in. The minions are behind the dragon trying to take out those troops. And overtime is going to end with one crown apiece. That was a really close game, everybody, but it ended in a draw. Good job to the Fingers and Plopper to Plop. Good job, both of you guys. We're doing such a well battle against each other. That was really good. And we're gonna pause it right now, real quick, and we're gonna see if we get any other videos. We're just gonna donate some barbarians we're gonna see if we get any other videos real quick, and be right back. Hold on, everybody. Okay, guys, so we're back. So while I wait to see if any of my clanmates have any other replays that they want to share, close battles with, I want to share one that I had with this guy over here in the top corner here, GennaroRow. We had a really good battle. As you can see, I won by 1 crown, and this is in P.E.K.K.A.'s Playhouse. I just managed to advance to P.E.K.K.A.'s Playhouse, so I'm trying not to lose too many trophies so that I don't get bumped back down to Barbarian Bowl. So he's gonna start off with some goblins on that left side. And I'm gonna start off with some goblins of my own. Mine's are 6, his are 5, and his are gonna come a little bit closer to my side. So my tower is gonna be ready. As you can see, he drops a barbarian and that dragon. and I'm going to drop a Prince on the other side. I managed to get myself a Prince, so thumbs up to Supercell for not making it too hard to get some of these epic cards. I just kind of waited until it popped in the shop, and I bought it with some gold that I've been getting from donating and opening those chests. So shout out to Supercell for that. As you see, we were able to take out his minions and his giant. Not before we lost some tower health, but not too much. And as you can see, our Prince did a lot of damage to that right tower. But he's going to drop a Goblin Hut to try to defend it. And instead of going on the right side now, we're going to swap over, and I'm going to try to take out the left side so that I can get to the left crown tower to kind of make him guess on which direction I'm going to go. I tried to take out that Goblin Hut with that rocket, but I kind of misjudged the circle, the radius there. He's going to drop an X-bow. I'm going to drop a dragon on that X-bow. He's not dropping any troops right now. He dropped some spear goblins just now, and he's going to use that X-bow to try to take out my crown tower, or at least do some damage. And I'm trying, as you can see, I was trying to take it out. He dropped some minions and then two groups of spear goblins. So he managed to get my tower in the beginning, but that's okay, because as we keep going, he's going to drop a dragon on that left side, and I'm going to drop some spear goblins because my tower's been doing some good damage to it. We get rid of it quick, and as you can see, he drops a P.E.K.K.A. now on the left side, not dropping any troops on the right side, which is really good. His Goblin Hut's about to expire. I noticed that. I drop a giant going towards that left side to let it deal with the P.E.K.K.A., and now he drops a Goblin Hut on the left side. So he leaves that right side unprotected. I drop a dragon down that way, and some minions. I'm going to drop them on my left side to try to protect that crown tower. I'm also going to use those arrows to get rid of those troops so they don't build up. I stopped using the arrows for a while, but then I figured they were much better than archers, even though my archers are level 6, because they just take out a wider range of group of troops, and I don't have to worry too much. I do use this rocket on the Goblin Hut, however, to take it out, because if you don't take out the Goblin Hut, you let the troops build up, and I didn't want that. He drops a rage spell to try to get his troops in quick, but because the giant has to push through all my troops, he doesn't get the crown tower like he would have hoped. That arrow spell also helps me a great deal towards the end here. As you see, I just managed to skim by with 73 HP on that crown tower, and that's because I was able to use the arrow spell to take out his low costing troops, because they don't have a lot of health, and I drop a rocket to do some extra damage. And that works out for me because my spear goblins keep focused on the crown tower, even though the P.E.K.K.A. is trying to kill them off. And I managed to come out with a win on that one. Let's check back with our clan to see if we have any new replays to share. And we do have one new replay. Josh sent in his replay. Again, it's Vietnamese in the Barbarian Bowl, and let's see how this one goes. He's gonna... Oh, I'm so sorry about that, guys. So sorry about that. Hold on. Okay, so I'm so sorry about that. My alarm went off. Yeah, I restarted the replay so that we can check it out from the beginning without the alarm popping up in the way. Okay, so we're gonna see what he's gonna do. He's gonna drop some spear goblins, and Josh is gonna drop a giant and a musketeer behind that, and Vietnamese is gonna drop musketeer, archer, and spear goblins. I hope he drops a bomber. He's gonna try to take out those troops quick, not quick enough to save the giant. And now Vietnamese is gonna drop down his prince. Is gonna take out that musketeer with one archer behind him, following. That charge attack does some nice damage to the crown tower of Josh. Unfortunately for him, he manages to kill it off without losing. Well, lost about half, but it could have been a lot more. It could have been a lot worse if he didn't have that dragon out there, which is an air troop, so the prince can't kind of reach it. He drops down a goblin hut on the top corner. Vietnamese drops a goblin hut on the top right side, and Josh drops a barbarian hut on the bottom. Barbarian huts are really good because they drop down barbarians, which are strong, medium health troops. They can take if they're in a big enough group, they can take a lot of damage from the crown tower. and hit it for quite a bit of damage as well. As you see, his giant was pounding away at that crown tower, but his barbarians don't get too close because the spear goblins and that bomber and archer managed to take him out. And he's going to drop a rocket right on in between the crown tower and the goblin hut to try to take it out so that he doesn't have to deal with that too much. But he loses his crown tower, unfortunately, by that bomber and those goblins. That bomber is pretty good. The way they did the wall breakers was really good. Instead of wall breakers just kind of running in and blowing up, they throw them. That's nice. Bombers do a lot of damage. They don't have a lot of health, but they do really good damage to low-costing troops. So if you toss it behind somebody who has a little bit more health, they may pretty much wipe out any low-level troops that are in the area. He's going to drop a skeleton army right behind his giant and right below his dragon, and they're gonna maybe get close enough to taking out that crown tower. The dragon's doing decent damage, but the bomber, the goblins, and the goblins and the musketeer managed to take out his troops. He's gonna drop a rocket. That kind of leaves him open though in the backfield and near his crown tower for a bit. He's going to drop down a skeleton army now, and he's going to use that to try to his advantage. He should drop down those arrows right about now, takes out those troops, and he does, and he's going to drop a giant on Vietnamese's side. Vietnamese again with that goblin of barrel. You can see what happens when low-costing troops, like goblins, archers, bombers, the musketeer, when they start building up, it gets pretty hard to take them out, and you have to be pretty quick on that defensive, or you lose a lot of crown tower HP. As you see, his giant still pounding away, and he doesn't. Vietnamese is so focused on the other side, he didn't have enough time to defend his own, and the giant bomber and musketeer managed to take out that crown tower. Good game, Vietnamese. Great game, Josh TM. That was a great battle between both of them. Good job. Do we have any new ones? We don't have any new ones. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Once again, remember to hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the videos down below, and we'll see you next time.